From the host to Super Bowl 50 back in February of 2016, there's a look at the home of the 49ers, Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara.
Today, Week 17 is upon us, and we've got a good one in store here, as it'll be the Houston Texans taking on the San Francisco 49ers.
Two teams more than ready to get this one started, and we are underway from Santa Clara. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Now this defense for the Texans, they were terrific in a win over Tennessee a week ago.
And they needed to be, because the game was a game we don't see very often anymore. Low scoring, slugging it out in the trenches. One play can make the difference type of a game, and each play took on more importance, and they got it done.
Here's Levis.
The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A gain of 10 and a 49er first down.
The Niners had 1-14 now on the year. They come in losers of 2 straight, so trying to turn things around here.
And you just mentioned 2 straight, and when you're talking about 2 games, that's nothing to panic about. They feel like they've been a little bit unlucky in the last couple. This is a club that's more than capable of turning things around, and I expect them to play really well here.
And give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Here's a 2nd and 5. Levis to throw it. And looking for Kittle, but it's intercepted. And the Texans are going to take possession of the football as they force the turnover on the opening drive.
So far this season, this defense has had their issues against the pass, so that's a great sign for them to get the early pick.
Yeah, confidence builder for them, and an absolute shock for the quarterback, because he went into it, he saw the numbers we saw, he watched them on tape. I think he came into this one thinking this is going to be a big day, and it very well could be, but early in this one, advantage defense.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he's got this one across midfield into 49er territory. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front, because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
Hey, check out, street, Bronco swing.
In motion, the tight end. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Stroud looking to throw.
And down he goes. The 49ers get there.
Yetur Gross-Matos.
He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20.
Back to throw. Here's Stroud.
It's caught. Smith. Past the 20. And he'll have it
the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
And let's face it, that what we just saw there, not a surprise, is it? I mean, this is what he does well. And if you don't tackle him as soon as he catches the ball, this is the end result. Big yardage after it.
He's got the speed, the agility, so good with run after catch. And we're only in the first quarter, so they better get a wrangle and a hold on that quickly.
Yeah, you're exactly right. And what's really difficult to try and defend him is if you want to press him so that you get him on the ground quickly after the catch, a lot of times he'll just run past you at the initial point of contact, and he'll go deep.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. They'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to, and he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. So a rocky start on both sides offensively. Turnovers exchanged.
I saw what you did there.
What'd I do? Rocky. Two Rockies.
I saw that. I got it. And, you know, and right now, they're carrying it around like they are wearing boxing gloves if we're going to have that kind of a reference. They've got to get it together and start playing a little bit better ball.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. That's complete. It's Brandon Ayuk. Options galore here. 2nd and a few inches. McCaffrey running up the middle, and down he'll go at the 25. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
On 1st down, Levis. And that is incomplete. The coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. Hey, look at the defense for these Texans. They were terrific in the win over Tennessee a week ago.
And they needed to be because that game was a game you don't see very often anymore. Low scoring, slugging it out in the trenches. One play can make the difference type of a game, and they got it done.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Levis back to throw. Can't get away, and he's taken down. That winds up pushing him back 11 yards on the sack. And that'll bring up 3rd.
And that's their first sack of this game, but how about last week? 6 sacks, great coverage downfield, which helped that pass rush. They are really working in sync right now.
Here is 3rd and quite a ways. Levis sets up to throw here. Eluding the pressure right. Oh, he tried to fit it in back over the middle, and it's intercepted. And he'll be brought down with a penalty flag on the field. It was a late decision to throw, and it might have been too late. So the penalty there winds up on the offense, so obviously it's declined, and we have a change of possession. And now here's a carry heading left. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. That's good for a Texan first down, a 12-yard pickup. We're scoreless after one. Texans football to start quarter 2 as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Here we go. Here we go.
Oh, design run for their wideout. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7.
So many play callers in the red zone worry about the negative effects of a play that they're about to call. For this guy, all he's worried about is gaining yardage and putting the ball in the hands of his playmakers.
2nd down and 3, ball on the 7. Stroud wants to change it up with an audible. On 2nd down, they'll run it here. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. A great effort there. His 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Texans post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter. Well, we had the scoreless first quarter of play. We sure didn't have to wait long into the 2nd quarter to get some action on the scoreboard.
So was the first quarter a feeling out process? I mean, that was an interesting quarter, wasn't it? Because we had some action, we had some good play, just didn't have any points. So now it's game on.
Out is the Texans kick team as they'll send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. You know, in our research packet this week, prepping for the game, so many articles from the local beat writer about the offensive struggles of this team and what will they do this offseason. What do you think they'll do?
Well, number one, they'll turn to their self-scouting report. And every team that's any good does this. They have outside groups. Check out their team, scout them, and tell you who can play, who can't play, and reasons why. Some of it may just be health. They have to get some guys healthy and back out on the field. But overall, evaluate this squad and make the changes that you need to.
Now a throw here to his running back. Down the left sideline. And finally taken down at the 30-yard line. And big play there on the catch and run. 42 yards.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far. And never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
Levis to throw on 1st and 10 here. Finds the open man. It's Mike Williams. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 12 more yards there and another 1st down. Seems as if the passing attack's starting to heat up a little bit here in the 2nd quarter.
You can sense and you can see the momentum because now they're reading their patterns downfield. They're understanding the coverages. And
he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Christian McCaffrey with career touchdown number 126, the same number Jim Brown had during his 9-year career. And the 49ers are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Moody good with the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
2nd and 10. Now a handoff as they run left side. And he finds enough of an opening to get this one back up to his 20. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
He did have the touchdown run earlier, but not a heck of a lot more than that throughout this game.
No, not at all. In fact, I would say that his defense has done as good of a job on him as they have on any runner in recent memory. 49ers have an extra defensive back on the field. A nickel set for 3rd down. Running right, it's Pollard. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down. Here's Matt Araiza now. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. And it's fielded at the 34. A pretty good punt there, but also a nice return of 12 yards. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touch. There he goes, left side. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. 68 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
Exactly what they needed right there because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
First and 10, it's Levis. Able to hook up with Williams here on the out route. And they'll get this down to the 10. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two.
How about the way they're moving the ball down the field? They had a big play a moment ago, followed it up with another nice one here, and before you know it, they're already looking at 1st and goal.
First and 10, here's Levis. He's into the secondary. Touchdown! His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the 49ers have now taken the lead. And on this play, he just made a great route. The quarterback had to deliver it, sure, but a great route run there.
And, Brandon, this is what the best receivers do. They work on their route running because it's one thing to have athletic ability, but to really get open, you have to set up defensive backs with different routes and be precise in your cuts.
Moody good with the extra point. And that makes the score 14-7. So after the made field goal by Moody, he's back out to kick this one away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he is going to dive to the turf. Boy, a strange return there. And they're going to start with really terrible field position.
Anytime you feel the kickoff inside your own end zone, you've got to be decisive about whether you're bringing it out or not. Sometimes that indecision can really cost you. That may have been what happened on that play.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They'll throw it with Stroud here, 1st and 10. And they'll get him down right around the 11-yard line. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it'll be 2nd down.
Good, sure hands there from a guy not accustomed to catching a whole lot of passes. But how about the way he was able to pull that one in and pick up good yardage?
Now here's a throw that's complete. And they'll bring him down here right around the
the 17-yard line. First connection there of the afternoon for those two, and it's good for a first down.
They'll go with Pollard here on first down.
And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20.
Now 2nd and 9.
They'll try a little trickery here on the end around. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down.
Trying to run for it with Pollard.
And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
They tried their best to pick up that 3rd and 1, but their surge wasn't enough to counteract what came back at them from the defensive side, was it?
Offensive line, especially in the middle, looked like they were on skates a little bit when that one started.
So now we bring up 4th and inches. This would be a critical call.
A terrific return there, 27 yards all told.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Now, their last 2 drives both ending in touchdowns. It's got them this 14-7 lead.
And it looks to me, and I think you're probably seeing the exact same thing, they're in an ideal spot now to create some separation. The way that they're functioning on offense now, they can create a pretty good gap. Allows their defense to play with a little more verve and confidence.
That big article in the paper this morning about them stringing possessions together for consecutive touchdowns. Well, right here, they're trying to make it 3 in a row.
And Levis tosses his 3rd interception of the game. And the Texans are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 38-yard line.
Good starting field position for the Houston Texans here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 38. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's got it up over the 40 to the 41.
Stroud getting his offense to the line quickly.
2nd and 6. Airing it out deep for Smith. And this is caught at the 20. A big play there just before halftime. 52 yards. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. A great play there as the first half is winding down.
And the Texans have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half.
Extra point right down the middle. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1.
And they're just going to run it here up the middle. 82 yards now for McCaffrey. It's a first down.
And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2.
Showtime! Let's make some nice points. Now let's go get
Back to the ground on first. It's McCaffrey. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And he is out of bounds here on the return. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
This offense ready for the first drive of the third quarter. Well, quarters number 1 and 2 entertaining. We saw some good offense points put up, Charles, and all tied on the scoreboard.
And it sets us.
There he goes, right side.
Now he's loose again. Inside the 20.
Touchdown, Houston. A big play there with his third touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year.
And the Texans come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter.
And we didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense that film study was behind this one, that they saw something that they thought they could take advantage of? The key is calling it in the right situation, knowing when it exists to go to it. They did exactly that. They've got to feel really good about what they did in advance of this game.
Just looking down at the sideline now, their defense is like, man, can you have strung that out just a few plays? Give us a break. Back out there.
Hey, man, give that water break and get on out there and play.
And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one, because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Levis looking to throw. He'll get this underneath to McCaffrey.
And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. A 3-yard gain and enough for the first down.
Well, it wasn't a goal line situation, but how about the goal line formation on 3rd and short? They went in and went heavy. No surprise, I knew he was going to get the football. How about the power exhibited there?
Yeah, that was just put a hat on a hat, drive forward. Nice job to pick it up. On first down, this is McCaffrey. Now the ball comes loose, and the Texans scoop it. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory. But he has been a workhorse for them in this game, and ball security hasn't been an issue until that point.
Yeah, and let's face it, when he's going to carry the ball that many times, he becomes more and more of a target for the defense, knowing that he's going to be the primary guy. They'll just send more and more players towards him, trying to make sure they knock the ball free.
A give to Pollard running left.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Stroud to throw it. 20, 10, touchdown, Houston. A great effort there. 48 yards. And the Texans are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
I know these wide receivers are about flash and dash and high-flying plays, but a good number of them played running back at some point in their career, and that's how they finish off a lot of their big plays, run after the catch.
And this time he finishes off the big play in the end zone. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead now up to 14.
49ers 14.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
At their own 22-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
Last time out, they had the fumble. That led to the touchdown. Not a great look on either side of the ball as the defense gave up the points too, Charles. But they've got to take care of the football and do better here on this possession.
It's certainly been a tough stretch, partner, for both of those units, and they kind of put their defensive mates in a really tough spot there by dropping the ball on the ground. But an easy way to make it up to them, get out there now and get some points on this drive.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Henry. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Inside 4 minutes to go, 3rd quarter.
Levis.
Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Back to throw, it's Levis. And he is caught. And he is going to have a Niners first down, I do believe. Yes, he's got it by about a yard there on 3rd and 3. So he turned to a trusted, familiar face in that 3rd down situation. It paid off.
Yeah, you go to your veteran receiver in that spot, so you can't underestimate him when he's on the field. Defensively, make sure you know where he is because he understands how to get open in key situations.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
If these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And he goes across midfield and down into Houston territory.
113 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. In motion right, one of the tight ends.
Levis on 3rd down. Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. That's good for 28 yards. Up the gut, McCaffrey. And able to fight forward inside the 15 to the 13. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
30-yard attempt.
And his kick is indeed good, and that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11. Maybe a little bit of an anxious moment there as that ball got closer and closer, but it does curl in.
Yeah, actually did a little bit of a slow dance there with the left upright, didn't it? But had just enough space, as you said, for it to curl in.
This will be returned from deep in the end zone.
Yeah, he is going to dive to the turf. Boy, a strange return there. And they're going to start with really terrible field position. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going.
First and 10, it's Stroud. And that one too wide and incomplete.
And I can see the officials kind of looking at each other down there, silently wondering, does this meet the level of grounding? Fortunately, he did have a receiver in the area, but I have seen less obvious throwaways called as penalties.
On second down, they'll run it here. And strong running there gets this up over the 15-yard line. And they're going to speed things up here. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to fourth down. They'll try and run for it. And he gets it here to right around the 24 before he's out of bounds. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down. He's been tough for this defense to handle, over 100 yards. You kind of knew that they were going to him on that play, didn't you?
They certainly did. That's one of those situations where you simply say, my best runner over my best blockers. Let's go ahead and pick it up. And I don't care if they know it on the other side. Here we come, and they got it done.
They'll run left with Pollard. And he is going to lose yardage here. 3 quarters have come and gone. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now here in Santa Clara. It's the Texans in control of the football and leading this game as well as we start the fourth. So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on.
Now they'll change things up. Stroud will throw it.
Escaping the pressure right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
That time, multiple defenders getting pressure, and it's a loss of 6.
And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's a really difficult task.
Able to find a seam for 14 yards, but still now facing a 4th down after the scramble. They'll try and run for it. And he will not even make it back to the line of scrimmage. The Texans tried it, but they come up empty here on 4th. And the Niners take over in terrific field position. So look at this. They'll go for a field goal now to get within a score. He made his first attempt, this from 45. And his kick is good. And that'll make this an 8-point game. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get at the least a 3-and-out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Their lead back down to one score after the field goal a moment ago, so they'll be looking to string together a few first downs, likely on the ground as they begin 1st and 10. They go back to Pollard on 2nd down.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one. He might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Stroud on 3rd down now. Flushed out right. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Big hook up there, forced to throw it on 3rd down. The connection's going to keep the drive alive and also keep the clock moving.
Yeah, and from a defensive perspective, didn't get a sack, didn't knock the ball free, didn't break up the pass. The clock keeps running on you. You're in a dire situation now.
Tough spot looking at 2nd and 16 here after the big loss.
Now Stroud.
Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down.
And Parker guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make 3rd down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big 3rd down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well. Critical play in this football game because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
4th down, Stroud going to try to throw for it. Pass to the sideline and pulled in.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A big pickup there, 20 yards as they convert on 4th.
So this drive going to continue following the conversion on 4th. Here's 1st and 10. Pollard will take it up the gut.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw.
He finds his man, Pollard.
And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. They're going to hurry back to the line now.
Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard. And this defense not ready for that one as he'll take this down inside the 25.
16 yards on that one and also a Texan first down.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We got control of this thing. Get him behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. After that run, still a good amount of meat on the bone here for this 3rd down play. Can you envision them putting this in the air?
Totally. I mean, look at who he has under center right now. If you can't trust him with the football, you can't trust anyone. And frankly, to me, I want the ball down the stretch. Get the first down, keep it in the hands of my offense. I don't want to turn it over to them and go out on D.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game.
So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. They're looking at a 4th down now as they try to hold on to this lead for dear life. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This to perhaps salt this one away. And this one is right down Broadway. But now there is a penalty marker on the field, so let's see what this is about. Well, they got the ball already. They're not going to risk the yardage and running another 4th down. They decline it.
And what was that they taught you in law school, that possession is 9/10 of the law?
I didn't go to law school.
Oh, you didn't? I thought you did. Well, I'm going to give that to you anyway. Possession is 9/10 of the law. And That is 9/10 of this game, too. Having the football counts.
You're so litigious.
Here's 1st and 10.
From the shotgun to McCaffrey. Of course, remember, you need a touchdown here and a field goal.
Doesn't matter the order, but they have to get it done and get it done fast.
And they take a knee. And they will take a knee here. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Come on, baby! Here we go! You guys got this!
A big play looming on 3rd down.
A handoff, McCaffrey running right. And they're going to get him down well short of the first, as he can only get this to about the 19. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
The decision made for them. They've got to go. It's 4th down. Desperation time now. Here's Levis.
And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Texans are going to win the football game. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And 3 timeouts remaining here defensively, but really not much reason to use them at this point, as this one is all but over.
If they use the timeouts here, it's strictly for show. We got a plane to catch.
Ball at the 33, 2nd and 9.
That one looks like he'll throw here.
And they get to Stroud, nowhere to go, and he goes down.
Nick Bosa in there to make the sack on what will be the final act in this ball game.
Another one in the books for his partner. Always great to be